In this lesson, we will discuss the different ways children can be exposed to generative AI and how it differs from other technology. In Lesson 1, we gave a brief overview of what generative AI is. To recap, generative AI is a form of artificial intelligence that can be trained on data to interpret and produce content, which is done in a way mimicking how humans think. These tools are able to interpret text, image, voice, and more, and can create original content from these prompts, producing their own original text, image, voice, and more. You have most likely heard of some of the most famous forms of generative AI, such as ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini, which are all chatbot forms of generative AI. Chatbots, specifically, host human-like conversations with their users, speaking naturally and even emulating how the user speaks. These examples, most notably, are free to use and are easily accessible through devices that can host a browser or application. Children and adults alike have access to a range of generative AI tools, but it is important to understand just how prevalent generative AI can be in a child's life, whether it is their caregiver's intention or not. Therefore, let's review some of the most common forms of generative AI. As long as a child has access to a device, they can reasonably search up one of these tools and begin chatting. Aside from general search chatbots, there are also specialized chatbots, with notable examples being Character.ai, which allows users to chat with custom characters, such as SpongeBob or their favorite superhero, and has 20 million daily users, and Replika, which acts as a user's friend with over 10 million accounts registered. However, there are many examples of chatbots which are easily accessible without having to seek them out. Simply making a Google search on the Safari application on mobile will show the user an AI overview, as well as the option to continue speaking with Google's Gemini chatbot within the browser. Alternatively, Microsoft Edge and Bing do the same with Microsoft Copilot. Common tools such as Google Docs, Microsoft's Outlook, and Microsoft Word also embed chatbots for users to quickly seek help without leaving the tab. This embedding goes one level deeper, targeting social media. The biggest social medias in the world all have AI chatbots located within them. TikTok has their own chatbot named Taco that is embedded directly in the application for users to find and discuss content with. Instagram, owned by Meta, has Meta AI embedded directly into its search functionality. Similarly, Facebook also has Meta AI available as one of its primary tabs on the home page. Even Snapchat has an embedded AI bot called My AI, which is meant for general purpose use rather than specific application features. Even devices themselves, without a specific application, can host generative AI chatbots. iPhones automatically come with the Siri chatbot, which is activated from the home screen. Google phones, similarly, use Gemini. Amazon recently released Alexa Plus, which is a generative AI version of their Alexa personal assistant, which can be accessed from an Amazon Echo, Kindle, Fire TV, and more. Children's and adolescents' routine schedules can unintentionally or intentionally incorporate generative AI too. Educational platforms have begun embedding chatbots into their websites, such as how Khan Academy, a popular learning and tutoring platform, launched Khan Amigo, their quote, always-on generative AI chatbot tutor. Grammarly, a popular writing tool and editor, has also embedded a chatbot into their everyday functions. Additionally, image and video generators often used by children for activities such as Canva or Adobe have also integrated generative AI into their applications, even pushing it over their manual functions. Brand new creative applications such as Deep AI, which is one of the most popular image generators, and 11 Labs, an AI voice generator, are also freely available. Generative AI toys are even becoming more prevalent, such as Stickerbox, which is a toy that can receive a voice prompt and print out an AI-generated image on a sticker based on the prompt. Finally, the most notable exposure children have to AI is through other people. Whether it is their caregiver, teacher, friend, or fellow student, the newest trends and games will be spread, and as the world continues to accept AI, these resources and activities will embed generative AI into them more and more. We no longer live in a world where someone necessarily has to seek out generative AI in order to experience it. Now, especially for younger generations, it is becoming exceedingly harder to avoid it. As this field continues to grow, the option to completely avoid AI grows less and less maintainable. Children are growing up in a world where these opportunities are everywhere and are actively being pushed towards them. Even in the opposite, where schools may ban AI use, the topic is at the forefront of their development. Building AI literacy in both caregivers and children has become a requirement in the modern world and will only continue to grow in importance as new technologies, applications, and tools are created and embedded into daily life.